One thing he won't be overjoyed about, though, is what happened with Morgan Rogers. I spoke about it yesterday in a breaking news that Morgan Rogers is not coming to Arsenal. Remember, on yesterday's show, I was saying how the deal was pretty close, and that was what all the reports were saying. Even privately, I'd been told that, this is going to be the big one that Arsenal get done. They were very confident of doing this deal. He was the number one target. Make no mistake about it. He was the number one target, but the deal was hijacked by Chelsea. Morgan Rogers going to Chelsea, broken by David Ornstein yesterday. He said that he could be doing his medical as early as tomorrow, on Monday, for a record-breaking £117 million move. Now, what went wrong with this deal? I noticed that Hand of Arsenal, a very respected ITK, was saying that, Arsenal were dithering on it. There's many other reports that are saying that Arsenal simply were refusing to pay the extortionate valuation that, Villa put on Morgan Rogers. Remember, they originally came out and said 130 million. It's turned out 100.
Are Arsenal about to return the favour? Are Arsenal about to hijack one of Chelsea's biggest moves of the summer? Further updates on that today from Ben Jacobs, the Hand of Arsenal, and Gooners Online have their say about this potential deal. Do us a favour, like, share, and subscribe to the Football Terrace. Get that done now, please, people. Let's jump into it. Ben Jacobs here claims that Arsenal have made an inquiry for Lacroix, 26 years of age. The starting valuation from Crystal Palace is £55 million. Now, this story reared its head Saturday morning that Arsenal Football Club could be about to hijack Chelsea. And then, in a beautiful transfer ironic way, later that day, Morgan Rogers was signed, or the deal was agreed for between Chelsea and Morgan Rogers, and the hijack went the other way round. But it's a third different reporter now to speak of Arsenal's interest in Lacroix. Now, we know that Arsenal are looking at centre-back options, with Saliba potentially missing football until December 2026. Christmas time could be the earliest return we see for the French international centre-back. John Stones has had some links in the last 24 hours about a free transfer to Arsenal. Lacroix's name, though, for the third time, as I mentioned, linked to Arsenal again. Now, it was earlier on in the summer that the Hand of Arsenal also spoke about Arsenal having interest in him. Now, what Hand of Arsenal has said today is that Arsenal maintain a strong interest in Konsa. Lacroix interest called a while back after I reported it. So a different flavour of an update today from the Hand of Arsenal, who believes that the interest has cooled in him. That being said, most people close to the Morgan Rogers deal, most journalists, most in the knows on Chelsea and Arsenal side, didn't see Chelsea's interest materializing. They thought they were interested. He prioritized Arsenal. Nothing else to be said there. And Chelsea went and got the business done. Now, it has been reported today via Simon Phillips that that Chelsea Football Club are closing in, that a bid for around 50 to 55 million could be made. I'm also a little bit skeptical about this story. As I said the other day, I get the feeling this is Crystal Palace potentially taking a deal. Let me rephrase that. Potentially taking an inquiry from a number of weeks ago and making a mountain out of a molehill today to push Chelsea towards bidding more money. Chelsea, the one thing about Chelsea's approach in how they sign Morgan Rogers, we'll pay above the asking, we'll pay the asking price, cash up front, we'll pay what's ever required, we want to get the deal done quick.
The transfer window has produced plenty of surprises already, but Arsenal may be about to deliver the biggest twist yet. Just when Chelsea appeared to be leading the race for Maxence Lacroix, fresh reports now suggest Mikel Arteta's side are preparing a dramatic hijack that could completely change the outcome. Give me Sport +1. Chelsea have spent weeks working on a deal for the Crystal Palace defender, with talks already underway and Lacroix reportedly identified as one of the club's top defensive priorities. Palace, however, are refusing to lower their valuation, creating an opportunity that Arsenal are now believed to be monitoring closely. TalkSport +1. For Arsenal supporters, this is exactly the kind of move they've been waiting for. Arteta has transformed the Gunners into genuine title contenders, but everyone knows the squad still needs elite depth if they're going to compete on every front. Injuries exposed Arsenal's defense at crucial moments last season, and adding another top-class centre-back could be the difference between finishing second again and finally lifting the Premier League trophy. That's why Maxence Lacroix has suddenly become such an intriguing target. The French international has developed into one of the Premier League's most complete defenders. His recovery pace is among the best in Europe, he's dominant in one-on-one situations, comfortable carrying the ball out from the back, and has already proven he can perform consistently against elite attackers. Those qualities fit perfectly into Arteta's high defensive line. Wikipedia. But here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. Chelsea were widely expected to complete the signing after opening formal discussions with Crystal Palace. However, Arsenal have now emerged as serious rivals, with reports suggesting the Gunners are ready to challenge Chelsea directly if the opportunity presents itself. AFTV +1. Imagine what that would mean. Chelsea believe they're closing in on one of their priority defenders. Then Arsenal step in, a better sporting project, a manager with a proven defensive system, and the chance to compete immediately for the Premier League and Champions League. It's exactly the type of late twist we've seen so many times during previous transfer windows. One phone call can change everything. One meeting with Arteta could completely alter a player's thinking. One improved proposal could swing the deal away from Stamford Bridge and towards the Emirates. That possibility alone has already sparked huge debate among supporters. Arteta has shown repeatedly that he wants defenders who are technically gifted, aggressive without the ball and capable of building attacks from deep. Lacroix checks every one of those boxes, making him an ideal tactical fit if Arsenal decide to accelerate their interest. Crystal Palace, meanwhile, appear to be in a strong negotiating position. With both London clubs reportedly interested, Palace have little reason to rush negotiations. A bidding battle would only strengthen their position and could push the transfer fee even higher. Caught offside +1. For Chelsea, losing another major target to Arsenal would be a significant setback.